Hey guys, we're back with this old grumpy farmer here. Uh, Off camera, after the last video, I went in and I put some more facial structure in around the bags of the eyes, put in some sharp shapes around the chin and the jaw area. I kind of fashioned this collar, and then I drew on some lines to where we're going to take a V tool and cut in these lines. But what I'm going to do start first is going in these and cut in on these big lines here. So I'm going to come in right here with a large V tool and come in right here and start carving on this collar. Working my way around. Got that cut all the way around. And then I'm going to V-tool in these lines right here where the shirt will be. Up towards the neck, right in there. Like that. Now, off camera, I went in right in here and I did a nostril. But I'm going to show you how I do that because I left one right here. If you see that dark area right there, I take a number 9 gouge, about a 1/4 inch, and come in here and make me a cut right there, like that. And then I cut that little chip out with the point end of my blade. You may have to work at it a little bit, get that chip out. Now we got him breathing there. He got 2 nostril holes. Now what I'd like to do is come in here where this neck is and start shaving where I made that V cut. Start shaving that down. And actually what we're doing is kind of putting a chest on this guy. He's got, his neck comes to right here, and then this part right in here is his chest. Or the beginning of his chest. Now, I've got that cut in. Now, if you see these shaded marks here, well, I'm going to take my point end of my blade and I'm going to come in. I'm going to cut these shaded areas out. Come in here with a deep stop cut. And this is just a little triangle cut. Triangle chip cut. And it simulates a little collar. There's one side. I go in on the other side and do the same. Now this guy, he's getting close to being finished. We're just doing major detail work on him. And I got to cut back against his collar to make it stand out a little bit more. See that all right, Peyton?
Yep.
Okay. I wanted to mention that I was at the Renegade Woodcarvers Roundup last week, and I talked to a lot of people about the YouTube videos, and I just want to tell everybody hello that I saw there, and we're going to keep these YouTubes coming at you. All right, now I've made my collar. Now it's a little bulky, so I'm going to take a number 9 gouge. Maybe that's a 3/8 or a half, and I'm going to come in right here and kind of scoop that in. Put a little sweep in that collar all that right there. That just gives it a more of a sweet look. Is that in a good position there, Peyton?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Now, what I would like to do is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to first I'm going to do the hair, and I take a number 11, about a 3 millimeter, and I start coming in and coming at a little angle like this, not straight up and down. You want to go at an angle. I found, I mean, sometimes straight up and down looks pretty good, but I like to sweep my hair over towards the inner part of my ear. All right, see there? Let me turn it around, and we want to get it right here on the side too. We don't want that flat area. We want to put some hair in there, like that right there. Now we got just a little bit right up above here, so we want to just take this number 11 and just start sweeping around like this, and start making little judicial cuts in here, sweeping it down this way. Now what I'm going to do, I'm probably going to just do this one side and to show you what I'll do on this side also, but I'll do it off camera before we do I'm going to do a painting of this guy and how I do it. So if you see my hair there, you want to get all the way around here like that. Can you see that, Peyton?
Yep.
Okay, now, right in here, I'm going to have to redraw these lines in. That's my inner ear, but first of all, I take a large, let's see, number 9 gouge, about a ½ inch, and come in here and scoop right in here and hollow out that inner ear. That right there. Now, well, it needs to be, I need to do it just a little bit more. Okay, if you look, this will be my upper lobe, and this is my lower lobe. Now, I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to show you how I do my inner ear. It just gives the depth to the ear. I drew these lines in here, the little triangle shapes. Then I'm going to come in and make some stop cuts right here. And take those little chip cuts out of there. On the bottom side. And we'll get that right in there. Can you see that, Pete?
Yep.
Okay. Now, to finish up, I take my pencil and I do a little mark another chip cut the opposite way. A little triangle the opposite way. I'll just kind of shade it in to show you. And these are just small cuts. How about that, Pete? Can you see that?
Yep.
Okay. Well, then you take my knife and I come in. I go right in here. Make a cut there. Chip cut there. Do the same at the top. After I got this thing going, I realized that I probably should have made it just a little bit bigger because it's kind of small and it's kind of hard to see. But we're going to keep going on with that. How about that, Peyton? Can you see that ear? That
Yep.
inner ear? Okay. Now what we want to do is right here at the cap, I'm going to take a V-tool, 1/4-inch V-tool, and I've got a line drawn right across here, and I'm going to make the front part of that cap. And I just take out that little line. Now once again, I'm not going to do this side here. I'm going to show you everything that's done on here, and I'm going to put a button in too before you. But now I've got that in, but what I want to do now is where I made these little gouge marks, I'm going to go in with a V-tool and just make some little V cuts in there just to give it a little bit more shadow. Turn it around this way, come up. You just want to give it just a little bit of shadow in there, and you want to take your V, come in right in here, put some good deep separations in there. Like that right there. Now in the back of the hair, you don't want to leave it flat across there, so I'm going to come in right here and make me a little chip cut right in here, just kind of make that hair not look straight, make it look kind of separated in there. I'll do one more right in here. And when I do that all the way across, you want them separations down at the bottom. Now, he's got, if you look at this guy, he's got an old 5 o'clock shadow right here. Well, I'm going to show you how I start that on this guy here. Not going to get it all done because this is kind of time consuming. This is a 1mm number 11. Well, they call them banners, but it's really, I call it a gouge. I come in and make just little chip cuts in here, and that creates my stubble. 5 o'clock shadow. And I'll do it just a little bit here. How we doing on time, Pete? We're good?
Yep.
Okay. This is a little time consuming here. See? And this takes a little while, so I'm not going to do all of this, but you want to go across grain on this, not up and down with the grain. You want to go cross grain cuts. And it gets a little rough. When it gets a little rough, you want to take a little brush and you want to start to get off all the little chips. Now, right here, I'm going to show you how I put in a button. This is a small micro dockyard tool, and if you look at the end of it, well, I usually put dots in here where my buttons are going to be, but I take that little tool and I come in and I press it in at an angle, probably a 45-degree angle, like that. And I turn it around, meet that other half, like that. Then I come in, cut back against that little stop cut, and this is how I make my buttons. And there's a little button right there. Now, when I get that in there like that, I usually take the gouge and I come in and just take a little bitty scoop right out in the center of that button, right there like that. Now, before we get stopped here, deep cut there. And I'm going to try to tuck that little shirt in the side right there. Now, that means the shirt's pulled together, so I'm going to take some knife cuts and make me some shadow marks where that button is buttoned in there. Now, I'll take a V tool, and I know the width of my button, so I'm going to finish off the rest of my shirt there, like that. I'm still not pleased with this collar, so I'm going to come in a little bit more with this gouge and really put a sweep to that collar. And I may just put that down and take me a little upsweep knife like that and kind of shave it up like that. And right down in here, I want to make some little torn marks where it's rough his shirt up, like that right there. I come in and kind of put some wrinkles in here, like that. Now, right in here, I'm going to separate that shirt from the actual body there, and I'm going to take this big V and come in here like that, and it'll go all the way across like that, and then right across here and down. Now, this guy's pretty much finished. I've got some more work to do in here, but now I did want to show you one little trick. I take this little stitching tool. This is what I call a stitching tool, and I come in and I take that and I make me some stitch marks in here like that on this cap. And you can use it on I'll use it on the shirt. But see the stitching on that? But that's basically the face. I'm going to go ahead and finish it up. And on the next video, I'm going to have this guy sealed with my boiled linseed oil. And we're going to do a painting demonstration. I may have one eye painted, and I'll paint the other one on camera. And I'll show you how I mix my paints. But anyway, that's pretty much the detail on this guy here. He'll have some more stitching here and right across here and on this side. But he's getting there, and I'll even carve the little cigar to put in here. But till next time, everybody have a good week, and happy carving to everybody. I'll see you later. Bye.